say?
Say again, the last person to throw a touchdown? Seriously? That's hilarious. Oh, he doesn't have his phone on?
He was not.
Oh, well. Because I just don't know how to do like the starting lineups, right? Like,
You don't have the other teams, do you?
I do. Yeah, I have theirs and have ours. So, all right.
You probably do this first, and then let them do the rest of their warm-up.
Warm-up, and then do the starters, and then do the stuff kind of.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. All right, I have not previewed this. Ha! Okay, I guess we're ready to go.
They're behind us, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seneca High School for tonight's match between the Douglas Bulldogs and your Seneca Bobcats. Tonight we are going to honor and recognize our seniors on their last regular season full match. Welcome to senior night for the men's soccer program. We're honoring our seniors tonight for their hard work and dedication to the program.
Gadgets.
Number 3, Eric Alvarado is walking with his mother Leslie, his dad Hector, and his brother David. Eric would like to thank his mom, dad, and brother for always being there to support him. He also wants to thank his team and his coaches for allowing him to play with the team for the past 3 years. It was a great experience that Eric will never forget. After high school, Eric plans to attend Pima Community College to earn his EMT certificate so that he can pursue a firefighting career. Number 3, Eric Alvarado. Goalkeeper Samuel Berezowski is walking with his mom Cindy and his dad John. Sam would like to say that the more time you spend with people, the more they become family. Cienega has become a family to him. He has gained so much from the school and his team, including many life lessons. Sam would like to thank his coaches, his friends, and his family for helping him on every step of this amazing journey. Samuel Berezowski. Number 7, Mateo Desmet is walking with his niece, Frances. Mateo would like to thank everyone for showing support throughout his years of playing at Cienega. He hopes that the coaching staff will carry on with their aggressive and tactful playing style throughout the generations of Cienega players. He also hopes that the players will be proud to wear the Cienega emblem on their shirt. He will be rooting Cienega on throughout his years in Arizona while he studies business management at the U of A. Thank you everyone once again. Go Bobcats. Number 7, Mateo Desmet. He doesn't have his dad listed here, but he doesn't have his dad. Goalkeeper Nicholas Dunaway is walking with his mom Zoe and his dad Jim. Nick has played soccer at Cienega for the past 4 years and recognizes that this experience is what got him through school. Nick would like to thank his family and all of his friends that supported him all the time. He would also like to thank all of the coaches who pushed him to try harder when he made a mistake. Nick would like to give a shout out to Coach Schween for pushing him and the rest of the team to work for what they want. Nick plans on attending Pima Community College to continue playing soccer and pursue a career in law enforcement. Nicholas Dunaway. Number 18, Ezra Figueroa is walking with his mom, Suskiana, his dad, Jose, his sister, Victoria, and his brother, Luke. Ezra would like to thank his mother for being the most hardworking and loving mom that he knows. He is thankful for her every day. Ezra would also like to give a shout out to everyone at Cienega who have supported him and everything that he's done. Ezra plans on going to college and hopes to become a millionaire, doing whatever he feels like doing. Ezra Figueroa. Hiroto Harris, number 19, is walking with his mom, Mayumi, his dad, Cody, and his brother, Akira. Hiroto is thankful to the people who have supported him during this season. Hiroto would like to say that being on this team has been a privilege for him. After graduation, he plans to attend college and pursue a career in computer science. Number 19, Hiroto Harris. Number 10, Javi Lopez is walking with his mom, Claudia Guerrero. Javi would like to thank his parents. Without them, he would not be the person he is today. Javi would also like to thank Coach Dean, Coach Eshelman, Coach Chuck, and Coach Jay for working with him the past few years. He also thanks his teammates. They're the best teammate he could ask for. Number 10, Javi Lopez. Number 11, Saul Lopez is walking with his dad, Francisco Lopez. Saul would like to thank his parents, coaches, and teammates for allowing him to have an amazing 3 years. Being part of the soccer program is an experience that Saul will never forget. He is grateful for having supportive parents, as they allowed him to play soccer his entire life. Saul plans on going to college to pursue education and an opportunity to play at the next level. He plans to study criminal justice and possibly go into the Air Force. Number 11, Saul Lopez. Number 13, Jalen Moore is walking with his mom, Candy, his dad, G, his grandma, Wanda, his grandpa, Jim, and his second mom, Cindy Gibbs. Jalen would like to give a shout out to his family for supporting him throughout everything. He would also like to give a shout out to Coach Schween for always being supportive. Rest in peace, Roger, aka McHater AZ. After graduation, Jalen plans to go to college and continue playing soccer. Number 13, Jalen Moore. Number 14, Darren Murrieta is walking with his mom, Nicole, and his father, Charles. Darren would like to thank all of his family and friends who have supported him throughout his years of playing soccer. He would also like to thank Coach Schween for making him a better athlete, as well as a better person in and out of the weight room. After graduation, Darren plans to go into the United States Air Force and pursue a career in the medical field. Lastly, Darren would like to say, rest in peace to his brother Jacob Buckley. I will see you soon. Number 14, Darren Murrieta. Number 15, Tyler Stocksdale is walking with Aunt Danielle Ingold, his uncle Bill Ingold, and his cousins Ava, Levi, and Huxley. Tyler would like to say that soccer has been more than just a game for him. It has gotten him through the toughest of times and has helped him become who he is today. Tyler would like to thank Coach Dean for putting the players first and always being there for everyone. Throughout the season, Coach Dean has always told us to, quote, be better today than you were yesterday. Tyler has taken that to heart. Tyler would also like to thank his family, who have always supported him and have been to the majority of his games. Playing soccer at Cienega has been a privilege for Tyler, and he will always remember it. Go Bobcats. Number 15, Tyler Stocksdale. Number 22, Josh Velarde is walking with his mom, Guadalupe, and his dad, Thomas. Josh would like to thank all of his coaches for teaching him the things he needed to learn and work for. It's been 4 amazing years of playing for a great team like Cienega. Josh would also like to thank Coach Jay and Coach Dean for everything. He also thanks his teammates for keeping him up and helping him through the season. Lastly, Josh would like to thank his parents for pushing him to become better in life and at soccer. Josh is going to take a year off of school and then possibly move to Flagstaff to pursue a veterinarian career. Number 22, Josh Velarde. And number 21, Alec Rodriguez is walking with his mom, Maribel, his dad, Rod, and his girlfriend, Ariana. Alec would like to thank his mom and dad for sacrificing everything in order to give him the best life and soccer career possible. They are the reason I am the person I am today. Alec would also like to thank Lorenzo and Javier for being the best brothers ever. He also thanks all of his friends who have supported him. Lastly, Alec would like to thank his amazing girlfriend for supporting him in everything that he does. Alec plans to go to college to study sports medicine while pursuing a professional soccer career. Por la nariz, number 21, Alec Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, your graduating class of 2019, there are the seniors of Cienega Boys Soccer. basketball tomorrow. Hopefully Jacob can do it. If not, I will come and do the girls' basketball game, which is like probably getting needles thrown in your eyelids. And then Friday, I think the boys will host. I think they have a playing game on Friday. I think.
Yeah, it's on Friday.
And then Saturday, I'm hoping it'll be a doubleheader, girls and boys in whatever order. But that's what I'm hoping for.
It's Thursday that I worry about.
What?
Both the boys and the girls soccer playing games are high seed 6 p.m.
They shouldn't have to have playing games because they're 8 and 7 right now. Right. So because I think our kids are these guys are locked in. So soccer's locked in. They don't have to play in. They'll be in that bracket of 16 automatically. And then so soccer should play on Saturday. Basketball should play on Friday. A playing game. Like I think we have to host a playing game on Saturday. And then if our boys win, then they'll go on the road. Right. All right. So boys soccer. It's senior night, right? So a slew of seniors here being recognized and honored before the match for all of their hard work and dedication, and the coaches and their parents. So it's certainly a special night here for these cats. And 13 seniors, I believe, here being recognized here tonight. So we've got a little offsides here against Douglas. So a bit of a trip for them, about a 2-hour drive. And I've been told it's a miserable drive, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But I think what makes it tough is that there are different areas where you have to drive slower than normal. And I think you're just maybe stuck behind some traffic heading down to Douglas. But I don't know. I think I've been there, but it's been a while. But anyway, the girls from Cienega are traveling. They're playing at Douglas right now as we speak. The boys here, with certainly a lot of stake here, playoff seedings first and foremost, as the Cats here win on a foul here. And it's Javi Lopez making a foray here into the Bulldog defense, looking for someone to pass to. He's got the gloves on. So it's chilly out there, no doubt. But we're thankful there's no rain at the moment here and nothing in the forecast that I've seen. So the Cats may be playing on a bit brisk of a night on a Monday, which is certainly atypical as well. But this team is geared and having a great season, and they're looking toward making a deep run in the 5A state playoffs. Currently, the Bobcats of Cienega High School are ranked number 7 in the state. So they should host, we were just talking about this, Josh Kramer and I were just talking about this from Bobcat TV, and we were saying that the Cats should host a match on Saturday, probably a doubleheader here, with the girls and the boys programs both hosting a first-round playoff match. And we got a little playback here. And the Cat keeper on a goal kick going across the way. And I think that's Dane York in at keeper, but I will verify that with you here in just a moment. So the cross is deflected away, and now we've got another Cat here filling in, and Javi with a chance. Oh, left foot! A blast and a nice save there from the keeper, Alejandro Vera, the senior from Douglas. These Bulldogs are ranked number 6 in 4A, so they're playing up here tonight. And I wonder what the ramifications would be for a win or a loss here in terms of PowerPoint rankings, if it would have more profound effect or less of an effect because we're playing in different divisions. But the standings will be updated tomorrow, I think at 10 o'clock tomorrow through the AIA. So senior night here on a Monday evening. The boys just trying to play a clean match here of football and get ready for the playoffs, which we think that these teams will be hosting. Cienega will be hosting on Saturday. Douglas, conversely, would also be hosting a playoff match, I think, on Saturday as well. So a busy week of action here with the final seedings all yet to be determined. A bit of jostling there. We've got a foul. Looks like the foul is going to be on Alec Rodriguez. So Alec recognized before the match one of 12 or 13 seniors on this squad. Bobcats wearing navy. They've got the striped navy jerseys, navy shorts, navy socks. Some of those kiddos have copper-colored cleats. Beautiful service here, and there's a goal. So it was a direct kick, and it was a one-kick flick going into the back of the net. And that was an easy goal here for Douglas. So trying to ruin things here on senior night for the Bobcats. And I think it was Joaquin Escalante, number 11, who just got a flick there with the right foot. So a beautiful service there from about the 40-yard line. So about 50 yards out. And just a quick flick there and a change of direction. Very difficult to predict for a goalkeeper. Got to have cat-like reflexes, certainly. But here we are in minute number 4, and the Bulldogs strike first. Escalante on the goal. We'll see how the Cats regroup here. Ezra Figueroa with the ball at his feet. Darren Marietta goes cross field. He's got Saul Lopez. Oh, that's Javi, 10. One of the twins. Javi's 10, Saul is 11. And will be a throw in here for the Cats. Nice run here. Beautiful center, and that one's cleared away from one of the defenders from Douglas. Cats trying to regroup here and reset, and the Cats will have a corner kick. The Cats trying to crash into the box. Nice center pass here. Here's a header. Difficult one there, and a nice job skying up for that one is Alejandro Vera. He's got 2 saves here early. But it looked like trouble there. That ball just being floated and aimed toward the near corner. Trying to head that one, Darren Marietta, a little bit over his head. So Douglas scoring early here. In minute number 4, it was Joaquin Escalante depositing a loose ball off of a direct kick. And it was a one-touch. Saul there being harassed. Plays it back to Ezra. Ezra sends this one long. He's looking for Alec Rodriguez. Alec now, with his speed, puts on the brakes and looks for somebody to pass to. Nifty move here. He's got a chance across. There's a beautiful cross. Back post. There's a goal. Just like that, Stetson Milligan. And a beautiful cross there. Oh, he goes across the corner flag and does Stetson. And I want to say that's a little Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, Juventus now, formerly of Real Madrid. But I think that's where that move came from. It had certainly flashes of the World Cup. So Stetson Milligan, the freshman, the precocious freshman number 2, just very patiently lurking back post. And a beautiful cross there from Alec Rodriguez. And it was Alec doing it mostly on his own there, one-on-one, broke his man down, crossed it beautifully, and waiting to deposit it was Stetson Milligan. So in minute number 6, the Cats strike back, and there's the equalizer. Oh, and there's a card here against Stetson, I guess for an excessive, who knew that there was this in football as well, soccer. But we have an excessive celebration, I guess, or unsportsmanlike call. So a yellow card here for Stetson, and I don't want to tell him to tamper his enthusiasm because I think that was just pure exuberance. Enjoy it scoring a goal, maybe his first at the varsity level. But we have a yellow card here. So a beautiful cross from Alec Rodriguez on the assist on senior night. Stetson Milligan getting his name in the ledger here, and we're tied at 1. And we're 6 minutes into this match. Jalen Moore kicks that one out of bounds. It'll be the throw in here. Juan Pablo Ramos will throw it in for Douglas. Got a lot of players actually out there that have got the gloves on. Certainly a little bit chilly. Nice job there by Javi. And Javi Lopez now looking to push things on offense on a counterattack here. Saul the extra move. Now he connects with Mateo Desmet, making his first appearance onto the pitch here as a substitute. Number 7, the senior Mateo Desmet, former goalkeeper. Now he's a forward. Ezra is looking for him here near side. Mateo serves this one, going cross. Beautifully done. Punched out by the keeper. And the keeper's out of place. Here's a left-footed blast. What a save from Alejandro Vera, who would recover just in time to get on that one. And Saul just placed that one, measured it with his left foot, and it was a beautiful shot near side. And an excellent save from Alejandro Vera. He's got 3 saves now here. Saul lost his footing. Might be a little bit slippery out there. Were some sprinkles earlier today. And then driving down here from Tucson, I know there was some sprinkles up in Tucson, so I'm not sure like what the weather's been doing down here, but looks like we're pretty free and clear. A little bit breezy out there. We're tied at 1. Joaquin Escalante scored first for Douglas, and then Stetson Milligan with the equalizer minutes ago. Boy, there's some real spirited action there going at it. And Eric Alvarado, one of the seniors here recognized tonight, there as a defensive player, gets called for a foul, and it will be a direct kick here for Douglas. And it looks like it's going to be Alan Ruiz, the senior, number 10, taking it. And he does get an assist on that first goal that Joaquin Escalante played in. Here's the service, and it's deflected out here from the Cats. Now a shot from outside and handled rather easily from the Bobcat goalkeeper. And getting the start tonight is Dane York, number 1. So the junior, Dane York, in there at keeper. Slightly surprised it's not Nick Dunaway, 00. And also slightly surprised that it's not Matthias Slattery, number 16, the junior. Here's a shot, and that is wide near side. So a good look there from about the 30-yard line, certainly within striking distance of these kiddos out on the pitch. And it was Juan Pablo Ramos blasting that one with his right leg, one of 3 captains for Douglas. So busy week, certainly. Everyone's, I think, still dealing with the effects of the lackluster Super Bowl from yesterday. So maybe it's certainly devoted to a long Sunday watching that game as it went across there. Congratulations to the Patriots. 6 Super Bowl rings now. The Steelers and the Patriots alone at that threshold. Kind of have to wonder if the Patriots will be back in the Super Bowl again next year. It's a reasonable question, though. Oh, nice slide tackle. And Jalen Moore here with a clearance. And the Bobcats now set to counter. Marietta to Desmet. Desmet back to Marietta. Has the ball stolen. And it drifts out here. Good pressure there from Mateo Desmet. Isaac Solano, number 20, pressuring him defensively. It'll be a cat throw in here. And Darren Marietta just plays it very easily to Ezra Figueroa. Ezra now plays it back to Jalen Moore. Jalen surveys the field, and he's going to switch sides, and that one a little bit too strong on the lead pass. He's trying to connect with Liam. Liam Schmidt Gucci. Adrian Arciniega off of his left foot. And it was actually played off of a cat, so it'll be a throw in here for Douglas. All in white. They've got the white jerseys, white socks, and the black shorts. Here's a strong throw in. Pressuring it toward the back here. A dangerous attempt to clear. Player lost his footing. No call. Douglas now resetting here near wing. Alfonso Grijalva being harassed by a couple of cats. Here's the attempt to cross it here. Now a beautiful service into the box. And Saul taking his time here to try to clear this one. Seen a lot of players here going down onto the turf. It might be a little bit slippery out there. Alec Rodriguez pressuring now. Isaac Solano plays it to Miguel Sosa. Solano plays it back to Oscar Valenzuela. Valenzuela now serving it forward. And we've got an offsides call here and a breakaway that would have been. And you saw the speed there from Alex Samaniego, the senior. Well, Samaniego is the leading scorer from the Bulldogs. He has 11 goals. So just a pure scorer. Second leading scorer is Adrian Arciniega, who is a sophomore. He's got 9 goals and 6 assists. Jalen Moore, a little bit of pressure. Eric Alvarado connects with Saul. Saul loses the ball. And Douglas now looking to counter. Jalen Moore to Javi. Javi plays it to the right wing, and it's out of bounds. Difficult to see from across the way, but I think that the right wing for the Cats tonight is number 6, Josh Aros, the junior. Those red cleats, long sleeves, gloves. Got a throw in here for Douglas. We're 14 minutes into this match, and we're tied 1-1. Alec, nice lead pass there to Mateo. Mateo Desmet now. A move back to Alec. Alec with some pressure. And a service here from Murrieta, just trying to launch it forward. Easily corralled by the Douglas defender. Now they're playing it back here on the counter. Nice job by Jalen there on the header, or else it was a breakaway. Very athletic is number 13, Jalen Moore. Also an imposing figure out there on the pitch. Nice slide tackle there, winning that 50-50. Mateo's got time here and an opportunity, and he's looking for a player across the way. The pass was off, and Mateo upset at himself for that one. He's got to hustle back here, and he's going to be called here for a dangerous. He's got his right foot up there about waist high. So it'll be a direct kick here for Douglas. A little bit dangerous, not intentionally so, but certainly spikes up at somebody's midsection in the estimation of the official there, the head official in the center. Dangerous and a direct kick. Strong service. Saul reaching across there, gets possession. Mateo now with the ball. Goes far side. He's looking for Alec. Alec has to hustle to get there. And it will roll out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Douglas. Most likely scenario, the Bobcats stay at 7, especially with a win here tonight. One would imagine that they would stay at 7 or potentially climb a spot to 6. Either way, the Cats should host on Saturday. Time to be determined. The girls' soccer team, also playing at Douglas, is the 8 seed, and they should also be hosting a first-round playoff match on Saturday. So both girls and boys in 5A scheduled to play at 2 o'clock. We know that both teams cannot play at the same time, so there might be a 12 o'clock game and a 2 o'clock game. There may be a 2 o'clock game and a 4 o'clock game. Or there could just potentially be one 2 o'clock game if the girls were to lose, say at Douglas tonight, which I think is unlikely. and they might drop out of the top 8, right? But they've got to lose, and we're hoping, of course, that the girls win tonight down at Douglas and have a nice nap-laden bus ride back to Vail. Probably pretty late. They might not get here until about 10 o'clock or so tonight. So we'll see. All those machinations will have to play themselves out with all the games that are recorded tonight. And then I think we'll find out tomorrow at 10 o'clock and see what those final seedings will actually be. Douglas now in the attack. Nice slide tackle by Jalen Moore. And we've got a call here. So Jalen got all ball. He can't believe it. Certainly the player went down on contact, but as long as your foot gets to that ball, then that's a clean tackle. So we've got a direct kick here. Jalen pleading his case. And the official is saying that Jalen Moore fouled number 9, Juan Pablo Ramos. And now we've got a direct kick here. And a dangerous looking one. 29 yards out. Nice save by the keeper. So there's a shot on goal. Not a lot behind that one. And it was Joaquin Escalante on the direct kick. Now the Cats here on the counter. Alec Rodriguez in the corner. Looking to center. Oh, beautiful centering pass there. Headed and deflected. A nice job of goalkeeping there by Alejandro Vera. So there was a defender that had drifted back for Douglas. I think it was Oscar Valenzuela. And maybe Isaac Solano, who was also there, heading it. And then Vera had to deflect it over with his right hand, very close to the corner. There have been a couple of balls that have been targeted right in that vicinity. And in both cases, Vera has come up with deflections and saves. Josh Aros on the corner kick. Oh, there's a goal! So a beautiful cross there on the corner. And on the set piece, the Cats come through with a goal. And I think it was Ezra Figueroa there with the header to put it in. So minute 19. Beautiful cross from Josh Aros. And he'll get an assist on that one. The Cats now quickly. And that one just skates past on the far side. And I think getting a couple of fingertips on it was Alejandro Vera. So he's been strong here tonight at keeper. The 2 goals the Cats have scored were misdirections. So crosses from one side and then a player able to get a flick or a deflection. In both cases, the first one was a right foot. The second one was off of the header. And the Bobcats here claim their first lead of the match at 2-1 in minute number 21. Mateo there going in hard. So shielding the player. Good to see them high-fiving because that was a pretty rough collision between Alfonso Grijalva and him. Here's Javi. Patient number 10 over to his twin, Saul. Alec Rodriguez. And he goes near side here and just kicks that one out. Trying to connect with Darren Murrieta. And we have a sub coming in here for Douglas. Looks like it's number 4, Kevin Acedo. Acedo, a senior. Looks like he's spelling in there at defensive midfield position. Nice header there from Saul. And now he claims the ball. Nice little flick pass there to Alec Rodriguez. Alec uncorks the right foot. And Saul is looking for the give back pass here. He was wide open in space near side, but Alec did not see him, and he had his mind focused solely on one thing, blasting the ball into the back of the nets. So a little ambitious there from about 30 yards, but plenty of strength on that one, and just errant going across the way. Minute number 32 of action. Mateo wins that one temporarily. And now we have the official calling him here. And another direct kick for Douglas. So nice job. It looked like that was Hiroto Harris with the hustle across the way, number 19. One of the seniors, younger brother of Akira Harris. Was an amazing soccer player here at Cienega. Graduated last year. Saul threading his way through traffic. And a nice playback here from Eric Alvarado to the keeper. Ball deflected off of Juan Pablo Ramos, so it'll be a throw-in for the Cats. I think we have an offsides here going against Douglas. So certainly been challenging. You can see the speed they've got up top here. Alex Samaniego, the senior, number 5, applying pressure. And there's a nice kick there from Jalen Moore, sending it the length of the fields. Good hustle from Mateo Desmet, but he was shielded from the ball by his defender. So a nice play there in the back line by Oscar Valenzuela. And now a throw in here for Douglas. Oh, Alec, nice move here. Nifty with the left foot. Beautiful shot from Mateo Desmet and a beautiful save. Alejandro Vera was there. He's made some remarkable saves here tonight. He's got 5. But a beautiful job of operating in tight quarters by Alec Rodriguez. And Mateo blasted that one and just off. And a nice save there, a good deflection from Alejandro Vera. A lot of movement there inside the box. Got Bulldogs trying to shadow Cats. Oh, here's a blast. And that one that one's way wide. Ezra Figueroa. And I think Ezra was pleading here with the officials, saying that the ball may be deflected off of the Douglas defender. He was lobbying for something down there on the field. Great kicker, Ezra Figueroa. First team selection at that position, I think, for the state of Arizona. So a kid that did not miss an extra point the entire football season. And also highly effective on field goals at a very high percentage. One of the great kickers, just the latest in a long line of outstanding place kickers in this football program. So most of the kickers that kick at the high school and collegiate level do have a soccer background. So we see a lot of that crossover appeal. And you just have to wonder who will kick next year for that varsity football program. So Jalen Moore over to Josh Aros. Aros plays it back. There's a long service here. Alec Rodriguez with a chance and a big collision. And that could be a yellow card here. Certainly dangerous when you have a player flying behind you. and nary a touch on the ball. So we've got a direct kick here for a foul, but not the yellow card. Josh Aros across the way, getting set here for the set piece. The ball placed at the 20-yard line on the far side of the field. Minute number 27. And there's a shot, and it just drifts wide. It just kept carrying there. Matteo Desmet tracking it very closely, but he really seems to be itching here to strike one into the goal for a goal on senior night. He's been very active here, and I must admit I was slightly skeptical when I talked to him back in July and asked him about the soccer season, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna play forward this year," because I know him as a goalkeeper, but he's been just dynamite in that role, a total spark plug for this offense here. Very active as a passer and very deft with his dribbling and certainly generating goals and points. Josh Aros centering pass here, dangerous. Off of Saul's left foot. Alec now looking to get a shot. There's a left. Defender here coming up might get credit for the save and may have gotten struck in a difficult position. So he is down there writhing in pain. And the keeper out next to him looking out for his mate, Miguel Sosa, number 15, is down. And he may have twisted, it looked like he may have twisted that left knee. So we've got stoppage here on the clock. We're in minute number 28. Sorry, minute number 38. The injured player that's down is Miguel Sosa. Miguel is a sophomore. Looks like Kyle Bowen, the head trainer from Cienega, is down there attending to him. And just kind of testing here the limits of his range of motion. Looks like that left leg, maybe the knee. Might be some cramping there as well. So hoping that's the case, because initially it looked like he was struck kind of point blank there with a shot from Alec Rodriguez, who did a great job of just getting that one off. And a nice round of applause here from the fans and the spectators at Cienega as Miguel Sosa works his way off the field. And a bit of discomfort, but it looks like a normal walking stride there as he's working his way off to the sideline. So that is encouraging. Busy week of sports. So senior night tomorrow for girls basketball. That game is at 7 o'clock. Bobcat TV will have that broadcast for you. Friday night, boys basketball, we expect that Cienega will be hosting a play-in game on Friday night. If they win that game, then the Cats will likely have to hit the road for as far as they can travel in the 5A state playoffs. And then Saturday, we're anticipating that both the boys and girls soccer teams will play a doubleheader here at Cienega. So that would be a first. Certainly, it's the first time, unprecedented, that both the girls and boys soccer team have been so highly ranked. So there have been girls teams in the past that have gone to the state title game in back-to-back years. There have been girls programs that have been the #1 seed in the state tournament. This Bobcats boys team at number 7 is as high as this program has been ranked. And the girls team at 8, hoping to hold on to their claim. No call here. We got a late whistle. So it looks like a bit of flopping there down in the field. Well, it is Oscar season, so certainly the month of February, leading up to the Oscars at the end of the month. And there's a best supporting role there. Looks like it was number 9, Juan Pablo Ramos, who drew the call. So it will be a direct kick here just outside the box from about 25 yards out. Juan Pablo Ramos
Nice job there. I think it was Ezra Figueroa with the head. A little bit woozy on that one. That was point blank that he took that one off of the head. And he looks a little bit shaken here. Mateo Desmet is tending to him to make sure that he's okay. And now the referee will talk to Ezra. And we've got a stoppage here on the clock. So at that distance, your first concern has got to be with a brain injury or a concussion. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a sting and not that severe. So he's making his way off of the pitch to the sideline. I would imagine that Kyle Bowen would run him through the battery of tests here, the concussion protocol. And Kyle is circling around to intervene there and to meet him as he comes off the sideline. So Ezra Figueroa, number 18, a big piece of the puzzle here for the Cats. And I can see that conversation happening right now. So Kyle Bowen starts talking to him. He will probably have him sit down here as he asks some further questions to ascertain. It looks like he's okay, actually. It looks like Ezra's about to check back in. So I guess that's all that Kyle Bowen needed to see. And Ezra looks like he's good and set to check back in. All right, so it'll be a direct kick here from 30 yards out. Ball placed at the 20. Oof, over the top there. So that ball was point blank right at the crossbar of the goalpost and deflected over by the Bobcat keeper. So a pretty solid effort there from Alan Ruiz. And now it'll be a corner kick for Douglas. And Joaquin Escalante, one of three captains here for Douglas, will take the corner. Dangerous ball. Player cranked that one up and whiffed on it. Now the keeper here rolling it out on the carpet. I don't think the Cats were expecting that one. So having to trek back there was Hiroto Harris, who sends that one long. It'll be a throw in here for Douglas. In minute number 31, Jalen Moore just sending it long. And a throw in for Douglas. Well, we've got some disgruntled fans here now, so we can hear some voices. We're in a relatively soundproof press box. You can hear some noise outside if it's quiet enough. So we've got some complaints here from Bobcat fans. The calls have been in favor of Douglas. They've had a disproportionate number of direct kicks. And some questionable calls here where there was not a foul, but the official down there calling one regardless. So now with the ball at the 35, and that might be stressing the range here. So a service to about the 10, headed out there by Javi Lopez. And now Douglas trying to regroup on offense. And looks like Tyler Stocksdale, number 15, one of the seniors, out there on the pitch for the first time tonight, able to clear that one out. Couple of Cats subbing in here. So Tyler Stocksdale, whom I just referenced a moment ago, and Stetson Milligan, the freshman, back out onto the pitch. He scored in minute 6 on a beautiful cross from Alec Rodriguez. And then Stetson promptly earned himself a yellow card for his excessive celebration of the goal. Eric Alvarado there just clearing the ball long. Minute number 33, Cats on top 2-1. Here's a chance on the counter. Jalen Moore deflected that one off of Tyler Stocksdale. Now sets it back. Aros to Hirota Harris. And it's played off of Hiroto for a throw-in for Douglas. Oh, there's that owl again across the way. So we spied that owl, I think, on Thursday, maybe Friday morning. Oh, here's a chance for Douglas. Nice little pass there and a push. And if that's not a call, then Josh Arlos is lucky because there was a left hand on the back of the Douglas player. And it was right on the fringe of the box. So just outside it here will be a direct kick at about the 13-yard line. Well, it's on the 15, so it's 25 yards out from where the goal is. And there are 2 Bulldogs there, so it's going to be, it looks like a little bit of misdirection as to who's actually going to take this. And the defender is giving them some space. Here's a shot and a save from the Cats keeper. Hiroto on the throw-in. Javi Lopez to Darren Murrieta. Over to Stetson Milligan. Errant pass there. Cats filling it up here. Alvarado with a slight flick here. Over to Ezra. Eric now scrumming for the ball. Loses it here. Ezra just back on defense. The Cats here a little bit out of sorts defensively. And you see Douglas winning some possessions here midfield. Now trying to push it forward to press their advantage. Jalen Moore with the header. Oh, a nice job there by Saul to avoid that slide, which was a dangerous one from Alex Samaniego. So direct kick here. Alec Rodriguez has the ball on his left foot here. Some nifty footwork. It goes back to Saul. Saul plays it over to Ezra. Ezra looking back behind him. Hirota Harris now filling up here from defensive midfield. Nice service there, looking for Alec Rodriguez, just a step behind. And now Ezra threading his way through, uncorks the right foot, and that one drifts wide near side. So a good job there of dribbling through space. Very crowded there. And looking to get that shot blasted off was Ezra Figueroa. And we're in minute number 37 now in the first half of action. Cats on top 2-1. Alvarado lost the ball. Jalen Moore back there. Oh, a little bit of extra shoving there. And it's unbelievable that the ref did not see that. I think he did because he put up his index finger to say, no, hold on a second. So Jalen was asking for a foul call there, and I think we'll get one. I don't know if it's worthy of a yellow. Nice try by Saul there to flick that one up with his right foot. Now Saul's got it back on his left foot. Going through traffic. He's got a man there in space. It's Alec Rodriguez who is lurking far post. Saul to Milligan. Back over to Saul. Right-footed shot. And we've got a call here, I think, for an offsides. And it looked like Stetson Milligan was offsides. So the referee had told Jalen Moore to hold on for a second, and there's no follow-up on that one. So maybe a card potentially for Alex Samaniego. And now Samaniego's got the ball on his right foot. In traffic, loses that one. Jalen clears it. Stetson Milligan gets ahead on it. There's a collision. Stetson now, nice little ball, playing across to Javi. Javi goes far side, and it's a little bit too fast for Tyler Stockdale, so it drifts wide. And here we are now in minute 38. Douglas scored in minute 4. It was on a set piece, a long direct kick, and then Joaquin Escalante flicked it in with his right foot from point blank range. The Cats, it was Stetson Milligan in the 6th minute on a beautiful centering pass from Alec Rodriguez. Here's a chance now. Nice tackle there from Eric Alvarado. Boy, those seniors so active there in the back line, and then Jalen Moore got a touch on it to prevent the corner kick. So just a throw in here. 57 seconds on the clock. There's a header handled by the Cat keeper. Ezra now sending one near side. He had a sprinting Stetson Milligan, but he led him a little bit too far. 30 seconds now left in the half. Here's a throw in from Alan Ruiz. Javi off of his head. "15 seconds. Ezra Figueroa. Service to the center. Here's a bad deflection. Cats have a chance. Milligan with the right foot serving it to the middle. Dangerous ball. Good effort there by Alec Rodriguez. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. So I was waiting for the official there to make a determination or a ruling. But nothing on that one. And then in minute 19, it was Ezra Figueroa on the corner kick. A header from Ezra from Josh Aros. I want to recognize quickly, Dan Brown told me minutes ago that 10 wrestlers qualified for state tournament for this weekend, Friday and Saturday. They finished, the team at Cienega finished second behind Sunnyside at sectionals. And the following Bobcats are all section champs. So Bobby Tejas, who's a great wrestler, Carlo Castagnaro, Jason Hill, and Don Johnson, all sectional champs, or Dominic Johnson. So 4 champs here from the Cats. Bobby Tejas, Carlo Castagnaro, Jason Hill, and Dom Johnson, sectional champs. Good luck to those wrestlers. And Coach Chris Patterson and Coach Dan Brown as they make their way up to the state finals or the state tournament this weekend, Friday and Saturday. So certainly a busy affair. We'll take a break. We've got 8 minutes of clock time here. So set your watches for 8:30, and we'll be rejoining you in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. The Bobcats of Cienega up on top 2-1 over Douglas. You're watching exclusive coverage of boys soccer on Bobcat TV. All right, getting ready for the second half of action here. The Cats on top, 2-1. The Bulldogs, 11-5-1. They're the number 6 seed in the 4A state playoffs. The Bobcats here, the number 7 team in 5A. And this official here, he seems like a good-natured fellow, but he's really got to keep things under control here because there have been a couple of little skirmishes between these teams that could threaten into something else. They escalate a little bit. Alec Rodriguez here near side. Good job of him shielding off the player with his own hands. Grab some jersey there as the offensive player. Certainly a bigger player there is number 21, the senior. And he skips that one off of his right foot. Jalen Moore, the throw-in. And Ezra Figueroa appears to be just fine. Oh, he got taken down there. No call. Well, there's a delayed call. Boy, that referee in the center moving mercurially, like pretty slowly here. And it's as if the crowd makes enough noise, then maybe he'll call something. So, Saul Lopez here at the 15. There's a wall, and it looks like he can tuck one near side to the post. And now the official is making sure that those players are 10 yards back. So he's got to have 10 yards of space. It's hilarious. As soon as the ref goes away, the players start itching forward again. So as soon as he turns his back, they're going to take little mini steps. And the ref's like, wait a minute. I thought I moved you down here to the 5-yard line, and I want you to stand right here in the 5. That's exactly what that conversation is going like right now. All right, Saul from the 25. And now the referee walking backwards so he can monitor those 3 players there. And we'll see what Saul... Oh, it's left-footed. Alec Rodriguez! Dangerous, dangerous. Another great save from Alejandro Vera. He's got 6 saves here tonight. But misdirection, right? I thought that Saul was going to take that, and it was Alec with his left foot trying to bend that one near post. And fully sprawled out, Alejandro Vera getting the save. So minute 42. Here's the corner kick from Josh Aros. Right-handed foot. And a little bit slow there. But it was Stetson Milligan trying to get his second tally here tonight. He scored in minute 6, the equalizer in the 6th minute. And that is Dane York, number 1, the goalkeeper, the junior. Javi Lopez sending it far across corner to Stetson Milligan, where the little freshman can dash over there and put some pressure on defense. Now here's a throw-in from Douglas coming back the other way. And Darren Murrieta will have the throw-in here. He finds Javi. Javi, a slight chip here, and now a counterattack from Douglas. Jalen Moore over to Ezra. Ezra, a bit of a stutter step there. Javi says, no, I'll take the ball from you. And now stepping up here is Liam. A good hustle there from the Douglas player, Joaquin Escalante, but it's off of his right foot. So Liam with the throw-in. And Saul goes left foot to Javi. Javi plays it back to Ezra. Ezra back over to Liam. Liam trying to serve it in the center here. Doesn't get through. And now we have Douglas trying to make a counterattack. Juan Pablo Ramos here. And Alex Samaniego on a breakaway. Oh, beautiful goal from Alex Samaniego. And he's cranking up the right hand here. He's winding it up. That was a foot race. Excellent effort there from Eric Alvarado, but he could not get that right foot there. And a beautiful job there. It looked like the right outside part of the foot from Alex Samaniego. So a beautiful goal there. going near side and then bending the ball with the outside of his foot. And he tucked it. It looked like it hit the right post and then deflected back into the net for a goal. So no opportunity there for Dane York to save that one. Alex Samaniego in minute number 44. And the equalizer for the Douglas Bulldogs. Juan Pablo Ramos now. And Liam does a nice job of keeping that ball in. Sends it there. And there's a call going against Douglas. And Jalen Moore on the direct kick off of the head of Ezra. Jesus Morales goes far side to Adrian Arciniega. And here's Saul Lopez now on the counter. Goes left foot, goes far sideline here to Alec Rodriguez. Settles the ball. Does a nifty move there. He's got two defenders there blanketing him. And a nice job from Darren Murrieta, who clashed with Alfonso Grijalva. And it'll be a throw in here for Douglas. Eric Alvarado drifting back there, gets the head on it. Liam does a good job of winning that ball. And he goes near side. Bad pass. Javi plays it to Saul. Saul plays it back to Liam. And then Josh Aros there with a missed pass with the right foot. Jalen plays it over to Javi. Javi back to Alec. Alec Rodriguez. Oh, nice ball here. Settling it. Patiently looking. Feeds it back outside to Josh Aros. Aros centering it here. Oh, nice try there with Stetson Milligan looking for the head and glory. Just a little bit past him. Liam trying to center that one. Cleared out by a Douglas defender. Now the Cats drifting back here. Maybe a breakaway opportunity nearly here for Douglas. And we saw that blistering speed from Alex Samaniego, who scored just a couple of minutes ago to knot this one at 2-2. Oscar Valenzuela shows off his leg on that kick. It'll be a throw-in for Douglas. Minute 47. Deadlocked at 2. Jalen Moore heads it one out. Now it's cleared out by Stetson Milligan. Alec Rodriguez here, nearly a chance. Referee allowing them to play here. Josh Aros dumped his man, Joaquin Escalante. Escalante flopping a little bit. Nice header there by Escalante. Jalen Moore, a bad pass there trying to clear it. Now an opportunity in the corner. And we have an offsides here. It was Juan Pablo Ramos who had just crept past that back line of Cienega, drawing the offsides whistle. Counterattack here. Dangerous look here from Douglas. Alex Samaniego thinks about it. Jalen Moore plays it off of him. And it should be a goal kick here for the Cats. So Jalen there, lock and step with Alex Samaniego. and deflected it off of Samaniego. And here's Dane York for the goal kick. Near midfield. Saul Lopez sandwiched between two defenders. And then Stetson Milligan just cleared that one away. So a throw in here for Douglas. And it looks like Matthias Slattery, number 16, checking out there onto the pitch. And he's playing, looks like left defensive back for the Cats. So all the Cats here drifting back on defense. Here's the corner kick. Jalen Moore got a head on it. Excellent hustle here from Saul Lopez. And a nice job there of going line. A good idea to go line. You can see Stetson Milligan was his intended target on that pass. And that pass just strayed wide a little bit near side. So minute 51. And a surprising whistle here. I guess that ball was out of bounds, and you have both teams here claiming that it's their throw-in. Jalen Moore will take it. Strong throw-in here. And there's Javi spinning his way in and out of trouble. Dangerous ball here. Jalen with the header. Javi comes back to support. Nice little touch pass to Jalen. Jalen goes back over to Josh Aros. Aros now near side to Saul Lopez. Saul with a promising opportunity here. Chance to cross it or go left. Left foot. Right at the keeper. And another nice save from Alejandro Vera. He's got 7 saves here tonight. Saul with a chance to cross that one, but he had a great look, and he put a lot on it there with the left foot, but right at the center of the goal. And we've got a sub coming in here now for the Cats, and that's number 22, Josh Reyna Velarde. So the senior, number 22, out onto the pitch. You can't miss him. He's got fluorescent orange shoes. Nice little nifty move there from Ezra Figueroa. Another extra dribble over to Milligan. Milligan hustling. Ball dangerous there in the center of the field. Liam here supporting. And now Jalen Moore comes up here to keep the ball in this side of the field. And Jalen again off the chest. There's the header. Nice touch there from Saul to Javi. Back over to Liam. Tries to thread that one. Telegraphed his pass. Nifty extra move there. Now he finds Saul. Saul goes across here to Josh Reyna Velarde. And he's pushed off there and pushed out of bounds. But it will be a goal kick. So the defender there holding on to his ground, standing very steadfast and firm. And that was Jesus Morales. So the junior number 17 has subbed in here and done well defensively. We're tied at 2. In minute 53 of play. Ezra Figueroa has been active here tonight. Gotten a lot of touches. Eric Alvarado lost the ball. Or that was Liam Schmidt, but a dangerous one. Jalen Moore, an excellent slide tackle there and recovery. And another job there defensively. What an effort from Jalen Moore to recover. And a good shot there from Juan Pablo Ramos. But there was no space for him to get that shot off. And an easy save for Dane York. Now the Cats here on the counter. Alec Rodriguez here looking for one more threaded pass through. Shields his man off of him. There should have been a foul on that. No call. Unbelievable. The ref allowing them to play through here. And Alec has got to be careful with his protesting. So the foul here is going against the Bobcats. So it'll be a direct kick here for Douglas. Looks like Alec is still conversing with the official down there at the 25. And now here's a yellow card. So we've got a stoppage here, the clock. And it appears that the player that got the yellow card is number 14, Gustavo Moreno. So Gustavo comes off the pitch. And then replacing him, looks like it's number 20, Isaac Solano. And I'm guessing that that yellow just came from too much protesting from one of the players there from Douglas. Josh Reyna Velarde got his head on that one. Throw in for Douglas. Throw in here from Alfonso Grijalva. Then a joust between Liam and Joaquin Escalante. Here's a throw in from Alfonso Grijalva. Headed back in there momentarily. Javi Lopez blasting this one downfield. Josh Reyna Velarde has a chance here and an opportunity. Just a little bit too loose there on the touch, on the first touch from him. He had a full head of momentum coming this way, going from left to right. Douglas player lost his footing there. Javi, nice pass there to Josh, and then it's kicked out by Alfonso Grijalva. So Josh Reyna Velarde, quick throw in here to Javi. Trying to play the through ball, and Josh circling around there. It's cleared. Nice effort there from Josh to find Saul Lopez. Saul with some time. Over to Javi. Javi tries to find Alec, and the ball is cleared here. Jalen Moore, a little bit loose off the first touch. And now Liam Schmidt here, near side. Tries to play it through his man, literally through his man. Excellent effort there with the left foot. Javi to Saul. Oh, and Saul was just treading his way ever so slightly and lost the possession. Now the ball's being blasted back and forth here, so a little bit of loosey-goosey play. And it will be a throw-in here for Cienega. Alec Rodriguez making a run to the far corner. Tries to save that one and prevent a goal kick, but not there in time. So a goal kick here for Douglas in minute number 59 of action. Well, you can't say enough about what Dean Norris has done with this program. So taking over last year, and this is a guy that coached as the head coach, also as an assistant coach, going back a decade ago, and then coming back to coach the boys team. Such a love for the sport of soccer here. Cats had a promising build-up there for just a moment, and now a dangerous counterattack here from Douglas. Josh Velarde kicks that one out of bounds. So the Cats 16-5 here in season number 2 under Dean Norse, and 4-1 in the 5A Southern section. So this Cats team, by any metric, by any quantitative number that you want to look at, having their best season here in the program's history. So in year 18 of the school, and the Cats here having big dreams here in the 5A state playoffs, and definitely a chance at making a beautiful run through the tournament. Excellent win there. Centering ball, a good idea, and maybe a little bit too rash from Stetson Milligan, but he has impressed here tonight. A goal in minute number 6 from a beautiful cross from Alec Rodriguez. And you see that speed that Stetson's got out there, the freshman. And there's a foul here, so that is a good call. Looked like Eric Alvarado got entangled with the Douglas player. I think that was Juan Pablo Ramos. And it will be a direct kick here on the doorstep for Douglas. Ball's at the 15, so a 25-yard distance here. Cats have Dane York, the junior, as their goalkeeper, standing here near post, trying to direct some traffic. And we have a yellow card here. Looks like that one is going to be awarded to the coach. So Alfonso Romero is the head coach of Douglas. So that's 3 yellow cards if you're keeping tally at home. All 3 yellows have been awarded to Douglas players. And more importantly, you don't want to see a player get a red card here, because then they'll have to sit out to the next match. So likely a playoff match here for Douglas in the regular 16 field bracket. So that ball just rolls its way out of bounds. And a throw in here. Daniel Leyva thought about taking it. It's actually Cat ball. So Liam here comes near sideline. Daniel Leyva wins the ball back, passes it over to Joaquin Escalante. Escalante now on the dribble. Some room to go. And a late flop here. He didn't fall quickly enough. Referee says play on. And it looks like we have a corner kick here. And another yellow card. Well, he's just handing him out like candy now. Merry Christmas, trick or treat, Halloween, and all these yellows here just keep coming out. So I would not say a word to that head official right now. Not even something nice like hello. I wouldn't say anything. He's just giving out yellow cards. That's 4. 4 yellows here. All 4 yellow cards going to Douglas. All right, so minute 61 of action, and the referee busy here with personal bookkeeping tonight, marking the time and the player, the number of the player getting the infraction. It's got to be monitoring these things now. After yellow comes red. 2 yellows equals a red card. Bit of shoving and jousting. Jalen Moore so capably there in the back line, and now the ref has to call things a little bit closer, right? So it starts here. Here's another yellow. Candy. And that one's going to Daniel Leyva. I'm telling you guys, do not say anything to the ref out there. So there's 5 red cards. It's the most, or yellow cards, sorry, the most yellow cards I've seen at a high school soccer match. So they've come out in succession here. And I think the referee has heard enough complaining, enough protesting, enough chirping down there on the field. And now Jalen Moore, one of the seniors from the Bobcats, will be taking this direct kick. They have an opportunity certainly here on a set piece. You have a couple of players that are starting to congregate around the 10-yard line. Saul is there with his back to the frame. So is Alec Rodriguez. And then Javi Lopez is about 5 yards away from Saul. You just wonder if the Twins can intuitively feel where the other one's at. So you wonder if they have some of that telekinetic power that Twins can have. All right, Jalen Moore from his own 45. Josh Reina Velarde gets subbed out here. Josh Aros comes back in. And Josh will line up on that 10-yard line along with Javi, Saul, and Alec. Here's a strong ball served into the box. Headed. Cleared. Tipped. Good hustle there from Ezra Figueroa. And he kicks that one out of bounds. Throw in here for Douglas. There's Alec. Good idea on the pass there, going to the far sideline. Now here's a counterattack and a dangerous opportunity. Excellent job by Jalen Moore to turn aside that threat. And we have a foul here against Cienega. A little bit of jersey grabbing it was on that one. Alfonso Grijalva applying the pressure. And number 2, who had subbed in here recently for Douglas, Gomez Juan Pablo, the junior, really applying the pressure on that earlier foray. So now it'll be a direct kick here from the 35-yard line. And what we'll likely see here is playing it to someone to get a deflection. Ball served down to about the 5. There's a header out temporarily by Jalen. Then Ezra with the flick. And there's a nice job there on the fly by Stetson Milligan. Look at that speed there, applying pressure on the ball that he just passed. And he had to travel about 15 yards in about a second and a half. And now here's a yellow card against Saul Lopez. So be careful, boys. Not one more comment, not a word, not a remark. And Saul quickly here making his way off to the far sideline. And Tyler Stocksdale will come in to replace Saul. So 5 players have been booked to this point from Douglas, and now 1 booking here for Cienega, the yellow card against Saul Lopez. Alan Ruiz at the 30, and he will look to play somebody in the box around the 5-yard line. Dangerous. Off of the feet there, Jalen Moore. Here's a shot. Headed up by Jalen Moore, and now a corner kick for Douglas. Here's a corner kick. Right into the center. Here's a great shot! Excellent save! Here's the follow, and it's wide. What a save from Dane York. It was a blistering shot. Adrian Arciniega uncorked that one near side. And an excellent job of getting a touch on that one, Dane York. And then to be there for the rebound and the follow-through. Now here's another corner kick. Here's the header, and Dane York skies up to get that one. So a header from Gomez Juan Pablo, and Dane York with a save. Some tense moments here in the second half of action, tied at 2. The Bulldogs of Douglas and the Bobcats of Cienega. They're fighting like cats and dogs out there. All right, here's the back play. Jalen Moore now drifting back here defensively. Eric Alvarado sprinting. Nice job to head that one back to the keeper. A clever ball. Dane York. Punted to midfield. Nice job there by Tyler Stocksdale to settle that one. Now he's got Javi. Javi goes across to Josh Aros. Aros here on the near wing. Tries to speed past his defender. The defender takes it away from him. Clears it, but a sloppy pass. And then a good job there by Javi to win the ball back. And now he plays it back to Ezra. And another steal there, that nicely done by Adrian Arciniega. And there's a shove, no call. Boy, Eric Alvarado has been all over the field here defensively. And he has sprinted back at full speed to deflect some chances here from Douglas. And some extra shoving and jostling here. And you see Jalen Moore complaining to the official, hey, what's that about? So he was being pursued there from Isaac Solano. And it will be a goal kick now for the Bobcats. Well, it's been an exciting game. And thanks to Josh Kramer, it's been a comfortable one. We're in the press box here. Not outside, not exposed to the elements. A little chilly out there tonight on a Monday. Tyler Stocksdale flicks it forward, looking for Alec Rodriguez. And Ezra stepping up here. Boy, every ball is challenged from both sides. You're seeing some excellent soccer here at the highest level. Nice extra pass there from Josh Aros trying to find Javi. And it will be a throw in here for Josh. Minute number 66. The Cats go back to the bench, and here comes Saul. And Saul's like, yeah, I'm back on the pitch. All right, there's Alec. Alec, a bad pass. He's trying to make up for it there by challenging that one. Jalen Moore steps it up very coolly. Nice little touch pass to Ezra. Ezra quickly over to Javi, and now back to Liam. And Liam just blasts that one here along the numbers near side. Handled easily by Alejandro Vera. The senior goalkeeper who's made some world-class saves here tonight. Nice punt goes midfield. Ezra flicks it off of his right foot. Now it's won by Adrian Arciniega. Here's a chance going far side. Jalen Moore again. Sprinting back there defensively, turns it aside. Thinking about it, there's a collision. And there were a couple of players that were a little out of control here. So Eric Alvarado is complaining. He got smashed into by Adrian Arciniega, who had a full head of steam, and now another booking. So there's a yellow card, and stalking off of the field here, and muttering as he does so. He's got to be very careful, does Eric Alvarado. And I do think he is going to get another yellow card. He's so close to that happening here, as he stalks off the field. And I think a good job there of interference by Stetson Milligan. So the little freshman, the precocious freshman there, just trying to run some interference. Hey, how much time's left in the match, sir? Head official? It's like, wait a minute, I was about to get this kid a second yellow card here. Don't interrupt me when I'm giving my bookings. So we've got a dangerous opportunity here for Douglas. The ball's at the 15-yard line. Alfonso Grijalva is getting set to go. The Cats will set up their wall. 10 yards out. Grijalva. Off the crossbar. So dangerous. And Dane York trying to get his hands on that one, but there was nothing he could do. So a blistering shot that just clangs off of the crossbar so dangerously. A good shot there from Alfonso Grijalva. Now the Cats playing it here defensively. And here's Saul with a chance. Just a push and a deflection. He pops up quickly. There was contact. And it's going to be a direct kick here for the Cats. And not waiting for it at all. So here's Stetson Milligan. A little shake and bake. Oh, he got tackled there, it looked like. And no call. So he's very close to the box. Looks like he got stepped on there on his right heel. And maybe definitely minimally would be a cleat on the back of that right heel. There's no protective covering there where the Achilles tendon stretches from heel going up to the back of the calf. So pretty exposed. You've got your socks on. That's about it. Certainly the armor there that's on the shin guards is in the front. Josh Aros now getting steady for the corner kick. Cats getting ready to crash that box. There's a clearance. And Aros here with an opportunity, and it's going to be a corner kick. Well, we've got some mixed signals here, some mixed messages from the officials down on the field. So Josh Aros was there. And the player from Douglas, Joaquin Escalante, appeared to have deflected it off of Josh, but did not get that call. So here's Aros now with the corner kick. Going far post. There's the header. Just over the crossbar. And it was Javi Lopez there with the header. Perfectly placed. Boy, that was a beautiful corner kick. Actually, that was Saul. So it was the corner kick that went across to the far post. And waiting for it was Saul with the header. And he just guided it or directed it as best he could. But it drifted high over the crossbar. So now here we are in minute number 71. Goal kick makes its way to midfield. As has often been the case here tonight, Javi goes up to joust for the header. Now a clearance here and maybe a breakaway. Nice tackle from Jalen Moore. Alex Samaniego is down and slow to get up. The Bobcats, meanwhile, transitioning back to attack. Here's Josh Aros. Over to Saul. The cross! Headed away. It'll be a corner kick for the Cats. Some active keeping there from Alejandro Vera. We've had moments for sure. Let me say this. Tonight's match is more exciting than the Super Bowl was yesterday. There was a lot more action happening here tonight. And that includes halftime show, which I thought was lackluster as well. Sorry, Maroon 5 fans, but that's what I feel. There's the header! And it's near this side. So another cross from Josh Aros. And another header coming near side. The fans out there bundling up. And not a lot of space there between the fans or among the fans. Everybody's very close to one another here trying to generate some body heat. It's chilly out there. Ball coming the other direction now. Nicely played. And a good job there from Ezra. He had his cleats entwined there with Alex Samaniego, who has shown flashes of blistering speed out there on the pitch for Douglas. He also has a goal in the 44th minute. Javi plays it back to Ezra. Ezra goes the far side. Errant pass there from Stetson. And Ezra steps up here defensively, patiently, works his way through, and then kicks it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for Douglas on their own 20-yard line. So girls basketball senior night tomorrow. We'll have that senior night game at 7 o'clock on Bobcat TV. Boys basketball Friday night. Same Cat time, same Cat channel, 7 o'clock on Friday. And then we think Saturday a doubleheader here, boys and girls soccer. But we have to see how the playoff landscape shakes out. Liam Schmidt over to Josh Aros. Back to Liam. Maybe intended for Saul, and not where he expected it to be. Saul has to hustle back here defensively, showing some great energy and grit and determination. Plays it back to Ezra. Cats go for a sideline. And that ball's off of Eric Alvarado, who has subbed back into the game. Got that yellow card a couple of minutes ago. And fortunate not to get the second yellow on top of it. So these Cats have got to keep their emotions in check here. Everybody has to be eligible and ready to go for Saturday. And Eric Alvarado clears that one. Throwing for the Cats. We've got 5 minutes and 40 seconds here left on the clock in the second half. A dangerous ball in transition, and Jalen Moore clearing it out there with his extended right foot. Now the Cats on the attack. Josh Aros, nice pass here to Saul. little bit too hard for him to handle as he was moving without the ball. And now Douglas here quickly resetting. Javi to Saul. Saul back over to Liam. Liam in space here trying to connect with Alec Rodriguez. Ezra goes down defensively to get that one and then lost it. Juan Pablo Ramos goes far side. And there's Darren Murrieta. A little bit of a sloppy pass. And Jalen will come back and the keeper calls for it here. So Dane York dribbles it in here and he'll punt the ball with 4:40 on the clock in the second half. So minute number 75 of action. Ezra skies to get that one. And he was undercut there by Daniel Leyva, the junior, number 13, who threw the ball toward the moon and walked away disgustedly. Lucky not to get a yellow card out there with that official, at least at this time. Somebody didn't have lunch or dinner and is a little grumpy perhaps. We don't know. Liam weaving through traffic. Nice pass to Javi. And then the keeper comes out to corral it. Alejandro Vera. He has sparkled here tonight. Both keepers have done excellent job keeping. Ezra, good job of winning the ball back and keeping the player off of his arm. He was latched on to him like a leech. Josh Aros. Here's the service. And it's a shot on goal and an easy save. I don't think Josh was intending to shoot that one. Alec Rodriguez was waiting to head or flick that one into the net. Jalen plays it back to the keeper. And boy, you've got to be careful. You see that speed that Douglas possesses there up top. Alex Samaniego putting on the Jets. Darren goes cross field here to Liam. Liam, quick touch pass here to Josh Aros. Cats retain possession. Josh to Alec. Alec trying, usually two players trying to blanket him. He's like a magnet. They know that he is a big-time goal scorer. Nice centering pass here to Javi. Javi, the right foot. Near side wide. Josh Aros on the corner kick. Jalen Moore, far post. There's the header. Ezra Figueroa had his head on that one. Trying to connect for the second time tonight. He scored in minute number 19 on a header from a Josh Aros corner kick. So trying that same formula again here. 1:51 on the clock. And he just got a little twisted around there to Josh Aros, who has been great here tonight on the right wing. A little frustrated. You got to shake that one off and get ready to go. Certainly a very physical battle here tonight. So you can see a lot of players here giving forth maximum effort. Saul he's been running all over the pitch, so he's covering about 80% of the field. And maybe a little bit winded here toward the end. Got to keep moving here. 1:15 on the clock. Liam plays a through ball trying to connect with Saul. Now back up here defensively. And now here comes Douglas on the counter. They've got three players here. Alex Samaniego. And a nice job there from Liam to screen him off. And Jalen Moore as Josh says, no, I got it. And now Jalen can go near side here. He does. He's going for Saul. Saul off the head. Here's the centering pass. A beauty. Nice save coming out of his line was Alejandro Vera. You saw that one developing in real time. 40 seconds on the clock. Here's another counter. Samaniego again. Alvarado plays it off of him. Here's a nice centering pass. Jalen Moore with time. Maybe off of his shoulder. No call by the official. 20 seconds and counting. A desperate chance here for Douglas. On the outside, it's Samaniego with his left foot. 14 seconds and counting. There's a player down, and we've got a direct call here. Well, there was no stoppage by the officials, so we'll see if the ref here signals up and puts time back on the clock. But there's a lot of discussion happening down there on the field. I can't read lips, but I think the referee is saying, I've already given out 7 red cards or yellow cards here tonight. Do you want to be the 8th person? Would you like to get a double to get a red card? I could upgrade you if you would like. So Douglas has certainly a point of contention here. If there was a foul that happened at the 15 or so moments ago, then they would have had a direct kick from around the 15-yard line. As it stands, there's a 5-minute intermission here between regulation and overtime. And I think that the rules here for overtime are 2 10-minute periods. And it doesn't matter if a team scores. That's not the end of the match. So they're not playing like World Cup golden goal rules here. So they'll play the full 2 10-minute periods. So we've got some extra time, which I don't think anybody's really excited about that tonight. That's not what we were hoping for coming into Monday evening. But we will have extra soccer. So we've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Set your watch. We'll come back in 4:20. You're watching exclusive coverage of Bobcat Soccer on Bobcat TV. All right, back in action here. The team's getting set to get back out on the pitch. And we're knotted at 2. So Joaquin Escalante scored in the 4th minute. And it was a one-touch or a flick or deflection with the right foot off of a long pass, the pass going about 40 yards in the air. And then it was that deflection from Joaquin Escalante giving the Douglas Bulldogs the lead. Goal number 6 for Escalante. Then it was the Cats freshman Stetson Milligan scoring in minute number 6 on a beautiful cross from Alec Rodriguez, tying the score at 1. Ezra Figueroa on a header from a Josh Aros corner kick, giving the Cats their lead at 2-1, which they held for a long time. In minute 44, Alex Samaniego knotted up at 2. And that's where we stand here at the end of 80 minutes of action. So the full regulation, there are 2 10-minute overtime periods, and we will play those 20 minutes regardless of what happens out there. And now you see a quick counter here from Douglas and an errant pass, but they've got a couple of things working for them. Certainly the speed that they have at midfield and up top. We've seen flashes of that and how dangerous that can be, putting a lot of pressure on this Bobcat defense. Darren Murrieta over to Alec Rodriguez. Alec looking to go cross field. He's got Tyler Stockdale making a run. Actually, that was Stetson Milligan, so similar hair from across the way. Stetson certainly a little bit shorter than Tyler. Tyler's a senior. Stetson's a freshman. So the similarities are they both have like frosted colored hair, and they're both students at Cienega High School, and they both play soccer. And that's about the extent of it here. We've got an injured player. Looks like Douglas's number 18, Adrian Arciniega. And he's taken his gloves off. I don't know if he got jammed there on one of the hands, but he will get a thorough checkup here and hope that he's okay. So the sophomore, Adrian Arciniega, off the pitch. Saul winning the ball and playing it off of his defender. And now Stetson Milligan with the throw-in. And it will be another throw-in here for the Cats as they creep closer toward the Douglas goal. Strong throw-in. There's a header, loose ball, and a save from Alejandro Vera. Looked like Josh Aros got a touch on that one. A lot of bodies there shielding or screening the goalkeeper. 50-50 ball here. Eric Alvarado, who has been all over the pitch himself, laterally and vertically here tonight. You got to have a different mindset as a defender. Just going for everything. Saul, so good with the ball on his feet. Lost that one temporarily. Now here's a counterattack. Miguel Sosa loses the ball. Stetson plays it to Alec. And looks like we've got it. I thought there was a whistle there. The ref was just pointing in that direction, but no whistle. So a throw in here now for Douglas. Minute 82 in the first overtime period. So 7:20 on the clock here in overtime period 1. Ball is deflected backwards. Jalen Moore sends it. And Jalen steps up again with a header. Now the Cats here looking to counter. Stetson Milligan tries to reverse the field coming over this way. Miguel Sosa had it temporarily. Ezra Figueroa now to Javi Lopez. Javi plays it back. Alec Rodriguez puts on the brakes, thinks about going left foot, tries to center it, and it's cleared. Here's a nice cross, looking far post, and Josh Aros, the ball was just a little bit past him. So here's a goal kick going past midfield. And Liam wins that ball. Still battling. Here's a second defender now. And now Douglas with numbers. And a dangerous look here. There's the through ball. Beautifully done. Keeper comes out off his line and kicks it out. A little bit of caught in no man's land there was Dane York. But while he was there, he's like, I'm going to put my right foot on this one and just blast it out. Great job there by the defenders. Liam Schmidt in particular, screening his man off the ball. Very dangerous. All right, Saul plays it to Alec. Alec has Josh behind him here, left wing. He goes opposite field to Stetson Milligan. And too strong for Stetson. Stetson with a header. And you can see a different approach here. Douglas is trying to play some long balls going through the center of the field. Jalen there a little bit too soft on the pass. And now here's a counter opportunity. Jalen, good job on the tackle. He's still down. He's got to get back up here. Maybe his shoe may have fallen off. So he's just sliding that foot back into the right shoe. Javi to Saul. Saul to Alec. Alec with the move. Right foot. There's a beautiful save. Alejandro Vera. Just waiting and waiting for Alec to pull the trigger on that one to get that right foot off. And a blistering shot. And turned aside by Alejandro Vera. I've got him for 9 saves here tonight. So he has been very active. And Jalen here on the throw-in. To the middle. Ball cleared out by Douglas. Sent it long here. Alex Samaniego. Eric Alvarado plays it forward. Javi to Darren. And Darren dribbles out of bounds. Here's a quick throw-in now. Douglas wasting no time pressing the attack. Miguel Sosa goes opposite field. And Liam Schmidt here does a nice job of clearing that one and sending it long. Saul over to Stetson. Stetson goes far side, down the sideline, looking for Alec Rodriguez. And Alec will throw it in here. So minute number 87. Ezra. Lost it. Oh, nice job there by Saul. In traffic. Nice pass to Javi. Through ball, a little bit too soft. Great idea. Ezra was looking for it. A little attacking run right up the center. And a little bit too much touch on that touch pass. So it'll be a throw in here for Douglas. '87th minute of action. Tied at 2. And we have an injured Douglas Bulldog there down. I did not see the collision, but I'm presuming that there was a clash of bodies there. And you can see that player is down and holding on to the head. So my only guess here, totally speculative, is that there were 2 players that ran into one another. So Kyle Bowen, the trainer from Cienega, attending to the player. It's good to see the player sitting up here. hands on his calves, the armor there in the front of his calves, and player gets up, and it looks like that was Games Juan Pablo, number 2 from Douglas, and he's making his way over to the gator. Could have been number 1 too, also Alfonso Grijalva. Hard for me to discern a 1 from a 2 across the way, but actually that is number 2, Games Juan Pablo. So Games Juan Pablo sitting on the gator across the way, and he will get some treatment here, and we're hoping that he is able to get back out onto the field tonight. So the clock is stopped here, and now the official gives the signal to resume running the clock. So down to 2 minutes left here in this opening overtime period. Alec Rodriguez, big physical imposing wing on the far side. A handful for any defense. Darren Murrieta serving it here, looking for Alec, a little bit too strong. If he had put a little bit more loft on that one, and you can see a little bit of frustration there on Darren's part. I think the kids just have to settle down a little bit and just get a couple of good passes, to string together a couple of solid passes here. And I think they're putting a lot of pressure on themselves, certainly on senior night. You're going to ratchet up the intensity. That ball goes through, and the keeper comes off his line here to blast this one away. Eric Alvarado was also drifting back there to make sure that everything was locked down. So a little bit of a sloppy pass there. Saul was trying to connect with Darren Murrieta, and a throw in here from Douglas. Jesus Morales. Saul with a quick flick here with the left foot. Got a little bit too far in front of him there, and now here comes Douglas on the counterattack. Ezra steps up. We've seen some sloppy passes here, some blind passes. And now here's one going down the other way to Alec Rodriguez. So Alec is lurking there like a shark in the water, just looking for his opportunity to get a shot on goal. Constantly trolling the waters, as it were, deep there in Douglas's own end. And thought we had an offsides there temporarily. And now we have a late whistle here. So the offsides going against Douglas. The Bobcats will have a direct kick, and that is going to lead. So overtime period 2 about to get underway here. Tied at 2. Joaquin Escalante scored for Douglas in the 4th minute on a long set piece. It was a right-footed flick off of about a 40-yard pass. And then Stetson Milligan scored 2 minutes later in the 6th minute off of a beautiful feed from Alec Rodriguez. Ezra Figueroa connected on a header from a corner kick from Josh Aros. And Alex Samaniego scored the tying goal for Douglas in minute 44. And we've been knotted at 2 ever since then. All right, so Cats here with 9:55 on the clock here with a chance to put another tally on the scoreboard and come away with a victory here on senior night. Keep our momentum going here toward the playoffs. 16-5-1, a beautiful season here for the Cats. 4-1 in the 5A Southern Conference. And the Bulldogs of Douglas are 11-5-1, and they're 4-0 in their section representing the 4A Gila Conference. And the girls, Josh Kramer was telling me earlier, they beat the Douglas girls 6-0. So the Cats varsity team should have their number 8 seed locked in. Potentially they could climb a spot or 2, but they should not drop. You saw Alec Rodriguez there doing his best not to trample over Miguel Sosa. Liam here, near side run. Nice pass going sideline here to Javi. Javi goes left foot. Here's the cross. And it's turned away from the defender. Daniel Leva now at midfield, running that offensive mid position. Now a long ball here from Kevin Acedo. And Darren Marietta in a duel with a couple of Bulldogs. Joaquin Escalante now with a nice, beautiful pass there right through the middle. And a dangerous chance here now. Point blank! And he launched it. Daniel Leva had a chance from 20 yards out. And he had the whole frame to shoot on. And as will often happen with a player, you get a little bit excited. You want to crank that ball as hard as you can. And the tendency is to lean back ever so slightly. And when you do that, you launch the shot. We just saw that there. And actually, that was Miguel Sosa, number 15, on the shot. So Miguel will have nightmares of that one playing over and over in his mind when he goes to bed tonight. I could have had a goal waiting for me, but just launch a little bit too much. And you see that happen all the time. Boys and girls soccer, where a kid will have a great opportunity, especially early in the match. And they're a little bit overamped, and they'll just rev it up and just kick it too hard. And that's what we saw there. So the Cats fortunate on that one. Now the Bobcats here with a throw-in. And you've got some players here, all the goal scorers here, sniffing toward the frame. Headed out and now cleared out long. Darren misses the header. It's dangerous here. You've got 2 Bulldogs here with a full head of steam. Now the Cats drifting back here in defensive support. Sosa goes far side to Daniel Leva. And Leva will throw it in. We have 6:40 left on the clock. Daniel Leva the throw in to Miguel Sosa. Back to Daniel. Josh Aros shadowing him defensively. Here's the cross, dangerous. Here's the header! And a nice save from Dane York. Joaquin Escalante able to get his head on that one, and he guided that one toward the frame. So another shot on goal and another save for Dane York. Ezra now patiently working his way through, lost his footing and was able to draw the foul. Alfonso Grijalva was there defensively. The Cats will have a direct kick here from the 35. Jalen Moore will be looking to connect. And I see Saul is kind of directing him here with his left hand as to where he wants this service to go. There it is. Good position. Alec Rodriguez skying high for that one. Just a little bit below it. Josh Aros now far side. Looks to cross or pass. And there's a left-footed cross. And that's cleared away by Kevin Acedo. And Eric Alvarado plays that one off of the streaking Isaac Solano. So Solano doing a good job there of sprinting back to try to put some pressure on the Bobcat defense. And Eric will throw into Jalen. Jalen back to Eric. Eric now launches it with his right foot, so he gets some distance on that one, but it's out of bounds. And a throw in here for Douglas. So 4:45 on the clock in overtime period number 2. No PK shootouts. That's only for playoffs and tournaments, right, where they have to have a result. Douglas working their combinations far side. Now here's a cross near side. A little dangerous. Joaquin Escalante turned around on it. Liam Schmidt here chasing back defensively. And you see a great job there by Stetson Milligan to help back on defense. And poor Joaquin got clobbered on that one, but clean, all inadvertent. Javi did not see it. It was a nice pass here from near side Liam Schmidt going sideline here. And he played it off of the left foot of Saul Lopez. Stetson Milligan, he's calling for some action here. He gets the throw in. Quick throw in to Saul. And we've got some miscommunication. So Stetson thought it was a Bobcat throw in. The official said, no, it's Douglas's throw in. So Douglas allowed to throw that one in here. And you see Alex Samaniego trying to connect on that threaded pass to Daniel Leyva, too strong. Daniel Leyva looking for Samaniego. Comes near side to Escalante. Joaquin a chance here with his right foot. And a cat got a piece of that. Liam Schmidt got a piece of it. It will be a corner kick here off of the deflection. So from about 30 yards out, Joaquin Escalante looking to unleash that right-footed shot. And now a corner kick here with 2:30 on the clock in overtime period 2. There's a lot of fatigue out there, that's for sure. You see a lot of players with their hands on their hips. Some players with their hands on their knees doubled over here breathlessly, trying to recapture their breath and a little bit of extra energy and stamina here. And there's a late yellow card. Well, if you're tallying at home, like I am, that's yellow card number 6 for Douglas. A total of 8 yellows in total. 6 for Douglas, 2 for Cienega. And 2:22 frozen on the clock here. And Douglas will take their corner kick. All their goal scorers here crowding the box, looking for a head. Headed out there by Javi Lopez. And now here's a long clearance here from Josh Aros. Good job there stepping up by Darren Murrieta. And it will be a throw here for Douglas. 2 minutes on the clock. Overtime period number 2. Tied up at 2. And another ball drifting out wide. 1:40 on the clock. Another Douglas throw in. And Ezra Figueroa now looking to counter. Wonder if he goes far side here. And it was played off there by Alfonso Grijalva. Bobcat throw in. They've got 1:22 on the clock. Jalen stepping up here. And Josh Aros there filling. Flicked back to Jalen. Jalen serving now. Dangerous ball here in the box. And cleared back out by Douglas. Making a run. 1 minute on the clock here. And we have a delayed call. And it's going to be a foul against Hiroto Harris. So we've got a stoppage on the clock with 52 seconds. Hiroto just missed the ball, and there was an inadvertent clash here of legs. Joaquin Escalante, one of the 3 captains here for Douglas, gets up slowly, limps at first, and now he's starting to smooth out his stride. Alan Reese will be taking the direct kick. Long service. Eric Alvarado clears it with the header. Cats, if they're so inclined, could attack here on the counter. Hiroto is going for that one. And here comes Stetson Milligan trying to challenge. Now the ball is launched here. Keeper has to come off of his line. It's going to be difficult here. And a good job there of screening by Eric Alvarado across the way. Dangerous. Looked pretty dangerous there for a moment. A little anxiety. Jalen serves it back to the middle of the field. And that might kind of do it for us here. The Cats have a throw in, 14 seconds. And now we've got 8 seconds. And impossible really to make anything happen here. Jalen Moore doing his best here on the long throw in. Maybe one touch here for Alec. And he blasts that shot off with his right foot as that sails behind the crossbar. And you hear the applause here from the fans on a well-played match here between these two squads. Well, Douglas and 4A, they're going to be a handful for whomever they play in the 4A state playoffs. So I want to congratulate their coach, Alfonso Romero, on a spirited effort here today. I'm thankful that nobody got a red card. So all the players that were playing here tonight will all be eligible to play in their playoff games. The Bobcats, Saturday, we think at 2 o'clock. They might play at noon. They might play at 4 o'clock. So we'll have to see how that shakes out. The girls' soccer team will also be playing here on Saturday. So it'll be a doubleheader on Bobcat TV. We'll have Morgan Campbell providing color commentary, which is great. I'm thankful for that. And we're expecting 2 excellent playoff soccer matches here on Saturday. So be sure the schedule for the week. Tomorrow night, girls basketball, 7 o'clock, senior night. Friday night, boys basketball, play-in state playoff game, 7 o'clock on Friday. And then Saturday, round 1 of the round of 16 boys and girls tournaments in 5A. Seneca Bobcats girls, Seneca Bobcats boys, 2 o'clock for sure, either 12 o'clock or 4 o'clock for the other match. We will let you know on our social platforms. I want to thank Josh Kramer and Bobcat TV for producing tonight's match. My name's Jason Miller. We'll see you soon on Bobcat TV.